Hello, Heritage team. This last video that I am going to show you something on the site here is about how to update the actual pages. Making design updates on this site might not be the easiest thing, so I'm just going to really stick to the text here. If you're making huge text changes, we might want to talk before you do it, but simple text updates should be very simple for you to do. So when you're looking at a page and you're logged in, this black bar will show up at the top. Don't let it worry you. This is only for an admin when you're logged in. If you're not logged in, this won't show. So you can go to the particular page that you want to edit first on the front end, and then click the edit page. Or you can come to the back end, you can come to pages, and then it lists all of the pages on the site here, and you can click into the one that you want, which in this case is residential, so let's go ahead and click that. Takes a second to fill in here, and then you can see the different components on the page. So this is the slider up at the top. These are a little bit complicated to edit because they need to respond and show differently at different widths. So you can see how this part with the text kind of flips above the image at a certain height, certain width, and rearranges itself. So those items, I'm not going to show you how to edit those, but anything below the banner here, you can see how it pretty much corresponds. We've got a custom heading and a custom heading. Portland's #1 choice, and we've had a special connection. Portland's #1 choice, we've had a special connection. So for any of this stuff or the text block here, you can see as I hover over each item, I get this little green bar that shows up. So the first part, you can see if I hover over it, it tells me drag to move custom heading. So I can click and hold on that and move things to rearrange the order of these components here. If I wanted to put, say, this blue headline below the red, all we'd have to do is drag that down one and hit update. Once that's done updating, we can come over here, hit refresh, and we'll see that these two elements flip to the opposite position. So that's moving things around. That's the first part of this green bar. Let's go ahead and move that back. Hit update again. The next piece here that you'll see is the edit button, and that's straightforward enough. If we click that, then we get a pop-up window that shows us what that text is, and we can update the text to whatever it is that we might want. We can change the tag on the headline. We can show you how to do this later if you end up doing a lot of text edits, what these element tags mean. This is for SEO. So I wouldn't change those unless we do some more training later and you decide you want to embark on that. But yeah, if you wanted to add some additional text or edit this whole headline, you can see I've added additional text here. We click Save Changes. It's a little bit deceptive because that's not fully saved yet. We've only saved that one element, and we could go on editing here. The front end doesn't change until we come over here and hit either update here or here. Those do the same thing. So let's go ahead and hit update. We'll come right over here. We will hit refresh on this. I don't think it took when I hit it before. We'll hit refresh now again. And here we see we've got our additional text. Removing it's just as simple. Just scroll down here, hit the edit button, remove that, save changes, update. We'll refresh. And that extra additional text here is gone. I don't know why these other icons are not showing up for me, but the next one is just really if you want to duplicate this element. You can see when I clicked that, it added a duplicate down here. It's just so that you can make sure you're copying exact styles. So if you wanted another blue headline or another one of these red headlines, you can duplicate it and not worry about having to edit the other pieces of it, you know, the H1, H2, H3, or the colors, etc. Makes it really easy. You can duplicate it, drag it where you want, and then edit the text to be your new headline. The text itself is much like editing the headlines. You just come right here, click that pencil icon. It pops up here. You'll recognize these from, you know, Microsoft Word. You can make text bold or italic or whatever you might want to do. You can give yourself a smaller window or a bigger window. You can extend this down if you've got a lot more text and you want to look at more of it at one time. So yeah, we can, if we wanted to add a bulleted list down here or a numbered list, whatever it might be. Yeah, I wouldn't go too crazy with all of that bolding and whatnot, but you can do whatever you want there. You can also, if you need to, add a link. So let's say we wanted to say, so if we wanted to link this to the contact page, we would just highlight this text, come right up here to this little link icon, which you can see when we hover, it tells us what it is, insert edit link. We click that and get this little interface here. It's best if you go to this little wheel for link options. And then here we can either scroll to the contact page, but there's a lot of stuff on here, so you can scroll and find it, or right here in the search you can start typing. And then that limits it down. So then we're going to go ahead and click Contact Us. You can see it writes the URL for us right here. And we'll say Add Link. We'll go ahead and hit Save Changes. You can see that it's here. And then to make it live on the site, we're going to go ahead and hit that Update button. We'll come right over here. We'll hit Refresh. And you can see now we've got this new statement. This is now linked. And if we click it, it goes to the contact page, just like that. Let's go ahead and remove it. But right before we do, what we're going to do is talk about if you're linking to an external site. So the only thing to know there is, let's say you're going to link to one of your partners like we've done on the suppliers page. So let's say you wanted to link to C.R. Lawrence. The best way to do that is first just go to the page so you're not trying to type in the URL. Make sure you're just going to the page and you're copying it. That'll make sure that you're not introducing a typo into the URL. And then here we come to edit this. Again, we go back to this link options wheel. We would insert the link here, C.R. Lawrence. And here what we're going to do is we're going to check this open link in a new tab box. That way they're not really leaving the website. The link is going to open in a new tab, and then when they're done with C.R. Lawrence, Heritage is still going to be open there for them. So we'll say, we'll hit Update here. See our text has changed and our link has changed. We'll hit Save Changes. We'll click Update. Come back over here to the front end. We'll come to our residential page. And now here it says, please visit C.R. Lawrence. And so you'll see we've got two tabs open. When I click this, that link opens in a brand new tab. And if they're like, oh, yeah, okay, great, and then they close that, they still have the heritage site available to them here. Let's just go ahead and remove that. I think we're pretty much done with making text updates, but please let me know if you have any questions. I can make a new video or additional videos, whatever is needed. I think this is probably all that you guys are going to need for a little while, but again, let me know if there's something that I skipped over or something else that you want to learn, and we're happy to give you more instruction. Thanks so much.